and there we go. All right, so we are being recorded. Welcome to UGRC 150 Group 4 for City Campus. I'm trying to trace the link for your colleagues who are caught up somewhere. We will do fine. If you have gone to the course site, like I advised that everyone does that, then you have all the relevant information you need to take off work. You would even have already accessed some content in the course. You would already have gathered your questions for our use. I normally wouldn't want to be posting links left, right, center, because people pick it and they send it to places, and then people keep it and they are wrongly advised. If there is a link I have seen posted currently as I speak on the WhatsApp platform for Group 4, it won't take you there. The person is helping, but it won't take you there, because if you pull the link from the meeting, it could take you to another meeting. That's why we generate the links, an institutionalized one. So take it from Sakai. It's a simple, straightforward instruction, but people will not do it. I may have to tell the person to delete it, then we can engage, okay? Otherwise, people will be confused. They will go into another lecture and come and bother you that you gave a link, it didn't work. Meanwhile, it is not a link given that the person has posted there. So I'll just prompt that one, her on that, and then we can move on. Okay, so tell your colleagues who are in this group that I have posted the link that I sent to everyone. I think that, I sent the right, yeah, I sent a link there. I think you should access it and be able to come to the class. All right. So my name is Dr. Nancy Miles Bako-Jemfi. I am going to be your lecturer for Group 4 UGRC 150 City Campus. But since I also teach the Group 3 for City Campus, if you think you have a difficulty with your schedules and you still want to necessarily be part of the live sessions, then you could join the other groups. But as for your assessment scheduling, I would need you to kindly stick to the group that you are in. So you will get your assessment details when you are taking which assessment at work, at Sakai. Make that a habit, okay? Read announcements, read resource uploads, etc. from there. But for the live sessions, which is purely a question and answer session, you can always join any of my sessions. I say mine because your assessment will be done by your instructor. So you should be able to, even if you study all around, some people may come to my group, others may go to another lecturer's group for UGRC 150. Your questions will still, for continuous assessment, up to 50 marks, will still come from your specific instructor. So you don't want to be caught amidst. Then you say, oh, but I took the assessment. And then when I go and check, I don't have your records. Or when you go and do it in a colleague's class, when you check, it doesn't have your records, then you are worried. But I took critical thinking. Critical thinking is structured. Okay, so let's stick to that. All this information is on your course outline. So I'm here first of all to introduce my able TA to you. I'm sure she'll be around. Her name is Miss Agnes Afo. I mistakenly mentioned her in the first lecture, but she's the TA for Group 4. This is her contact, which is already on the course outline. Normally we didn't do this, but students will still miss something that is boldly written there. So I'm going to mention her contact to you so that you will know that this is your officially assigned TA for this group. She's also on our officially set up platform, WhatsApp platform. And you see her details also on our Sakai primary platform for communication. Write down her number, 057 804 1989. 057 804 1989. She is assisting us to deliver the course UGRC 150 to City Campus Group 4. Now, before we take off for your group, I would want to take our class rep immediately. I want someone who opts to represent the class for this group. You won't do much, really. You are not going to be a betweener between the lecturer and the student. I don't believe in that. But you can be the student face if they need someone to represent them. But as for information flow, you can come directly to me. My contact is all over the place on the videos uploaded on my channel, the links sent to your Sakai resources, on all the slides that are uploaded as resources too on Sakai. As I speak, you should have gone there. So on the course outline also, my number is 020-730-1599. 020-730-1599. Accessible to all my students. Since I teach quite a number of students, levels 100, 200, 300, supervising some studies. When you go to the channel whose link I have uploaded on Sakai, and I have also copied the various platforms. When you go there, depending on the course I teach you, some of you are here for UGRC 150, but I may be teaching you also for philosophical questions, PhD 102, which is concurrently, it's ongoing currently. You see, so you will go to the channel for the specific course. How will you know? Courses are labeled. All the videos on the site are labeled. Those that are lectures for UGRC 150, those that are interactive sessions that have been recorded are all labeled as such. Question and answer time, lecture, unit 1, unit 2, lecture 1, etc. And then if it is PACL 102, to also be clearly outlined there. There will be other levels, level 300 and 400. I'm here to upload those. So you only go there and look for what is relevant to you. If you are subscribed to the channel, what happens is when there's an upload, you get a prompt. Then you can check, oh, the lecturer has uploaded something, but this is for UGRC 150, it's not for me. Okay, then I'm at peace. Oh, this one is for UGRC, is for me. Then I go and check. If I need it, then I download and keep it for my files. If I don't, then I continue. So that is how it will work. It will help you. On Sakai, the videos will, it is only the link to the video that you have there. When we say link, those who don't know, it is the numbers plus alphabet mixed together, that long string of numbers and alphabets. That is what a link is. So when you go to Sakai Resource Tool, you see a document that says video links to so and so and so. When you click on it, you get the link. Yours is to copy the link. Don't add the full stop at the end. Those who are sending me messages, I'm reacting to you now. Copy that link, paste into a browser. The browser is where you search for something. You type it into that box up there to search for something about anything. And so copy that link, put it in the browser, the top space up there, and then click enter. You will get access to the channel if you paid for the channel. Then you go into the channel's videos and pick the video that is useful to you. I hope that helps. If it is a link to WhatsApp, you copy it, you paste it somewhere. It will be a hyperlink so that when you select it, it takes you straight to the correct platform, not a platform created by someone who wants to sell things to you, you see. So all these measures are there to make your life easier. Go and read notices. Do that everywhere. Make it an attitude in the university to read for yourself. Not that, hey, what time the class they go on? Charlie, this one will be group 3 or group 1. You can do that in the university. Before you know it, you have missed 30 marks. Okay, so that is a sisterly advice as we take off. So those who have done some good homework, we are here. Others too genuinely have technical issues. That's why they are not on Sakai yet. It's technical, it's no school fees. That is why if you have access to the content proper, then by the time all these are sorted, you would have already started learning. Not that you have to wait for people to correct something, then you now come to the site and come and see what has happened when we are still going forward with others. Others have gone ahead, you see. All right. So what? So you should have engaged your lecture 1 video. What we are doing now is not a lecture. Substantively speaking, it is a discussion time, like a question and answer time at the lecture hall. After I have come in person, stood up there, introduced the content, told you what the content is about, delivered my lecture. Then I say, any question? That is what we are doing now. So you have already done or received the lecture. I'm here to take questions. Or if you want clarification somewhere, or could you illustrate doc so that we get a clarification? That is what this session is out for. That's why there cannot be clashes with lecture. You can't say this lecture time is clashing with my philosophical questions, or it's clashing with my psycho, it cannot clash. Some even say it's crashing. Lectures don't crash. Crash means like aeroplane. That's a very from lectures don't crash. Okay, so that is just by the way. Lectures may clash, but for UGRC 150, critical thinking and practical reasoning, you won't have it clashing with another. I think academic writing is also like that. They are fully online taught, and hopefully, I think all the UGRCs are going to be like that. Hopefully, they are online taught fully. The lecture is online delivered. Even before we gather like this, you already have lectures. As we speak, lecture 2 is already uploaded. Lecture 3 is on its way. Lecture 4 is on its way. So someone may decide that I'll do all my lectures for UGRC 12 midnight when I'm watching something. Then I'll have my earphone on and I'll be watching the woman display what she has. Then I check it against what? My course manual, the textbook. It's only one textbook for this course. You see that we are not stressing you at all. We're making your life easier. You have to go and reference here and reference there and check what Asimesi said and what Obintin said. Then there will be so much stress. It's one textbook. Get the text, study it alongside the lecture videos that are tailor-made for your group. You see, the content is the same, but presented in a way that is accessible per group. Then you are guided by the course outline. The course outline, another name for that is the course syllabus. Those who are asking some questions, okay, helping you here. It is the same for all your other courses in the university. Course syllabus tells you what the expectations are of you and what you should also expect from the lecture. The assessment schedule. When will so and so assessment be given? It doesn't mean that what is happening in 102 PhD or 102 should be happening in UGRC or should be happening in SOCI, whatever, or political science. No. Each course has its detailing. So it is important that you go to your course's site, that specific course's site, access the course syllabus or the outline, then look at what the lecturer says he or she will do at what time and at what place. The schedule. Okay, so this course has its schedule. You will do some continuous assessment exercises. And then you also do a midterm or midterm test. The midterm test will count for 30 marks. All these are there. Okay, the continuous assessment exercise, 2 of them together will count for 20 marks. The instructor, your lecturer for the course will decide. We say instructor because there are several of us conducting this course per group, so that it will be clear in your mind. It's not just, this is not like your regular department course that is fully managed by your lecturer alone. This is team taught, several lecturers teaching several groups. So there is a coordinator to put everything together. So we can't do things haphazardly and you can't have any special treatment. But we are there to respond to you and help you make your life easier. All right. So what? So you go to the course outline and look out for the dates and times for your assessment. And I am telling you that week 2, I will open your assessment 1, counting for 10 marks. But that is too much. We started no assessment, So I try to help you do the needful. What is important now, get the YouTube channel link, subscribe, so you can get prompt notices. Because if every time I upload a video, I have to come to Sakai and come and send a notice. I just uploaded lecture 1, then everybody can go. Then we do a question and answer time still on lecture 1. And I can upload a question and answer time uploaded. Then I get you some good slides still on lecture 1 so that you can have more examples. And I come and send a notice. Before long, your email just for UGRC 150 group 4, you have about 5 notices on just one topic. How will you listen to all those videos? You see that? So everything we tell you, there's a reason why. Get the channel where the video proper will be, because the video cannot be uploaded onto Sakai. Sakai doesn't have that space for you to upload the video itself, but we will put the links there to lead you to the video, whether it is in my Google Drive or my clouds or whatever. It is the link you will get on Sakai, and it will take you there. Now, if you have access to the very source, then it helps you, makes your life even easier. Then the notification bell or something, if you hit it, apparently you get a prompt. So anytime something is loaded, you know you can choose. That's 1. 2, make Sakai, I tell my students, your girlfriend. And for university, we understand that. Okay, we manage to understand that you take care of Sakai. Morning, we are looking at her. Afternoon, you are there and say, take care of her. Extra attention. Today, I don't like milk. Tomorrow, give me teddy bear. It is chocolate. That's Sakai. It can act up. So what? So you are always there checking. What have they put there for us today? What has been cancelled? What is the new link? Maybe we are having a challenge. I could quickly put a notice there. Sakai is your reference point. So you cannot come to the place and the link, they are now posting the link. Who said so? The link was posted days ago. So that is the second thing in terms of pedagogy to help you. We'll get ourselves a class rep shortly before we leave, so that there will also be a student figure in addition to the lecturer and the able TA who are doing all we can to make your life comfortable. Then you get the A that we all want you to get. Me, my target is get a good grade. And for me, good means straight A. But you will earn it. And you won't just get it on a silver platter. But then if you are doing what is required of you, then you will earn it without any stress. So lecture 1 is delivered, the outline, the aim, the introduction to the content, everything is part of the lecture 1 video delivered, introducing critical thinking, and then adding up your unit 1. It's there. If you go to the course outline, you see the scheduling, what you should have covered by the end of week 1, and bring your questions to me. They are all there, my dear friends. Okay, so let's work that way. And then I'm here to take questions. If I come and ask any questions, come in, people. Sorry, there is no question. Then we end. It means my students are okay. I can set all my questions on that unit. Then we move on. That's how we proceed. So I think with this, I would have answered several, if not all, the anticipating questions that you had already. Now I'm ready to take your queries, if any, point of clarification. Doc, I need an explanation on X or Y or Z. If you have them, I can help you. I'm ready. Keep your hands up. You know how to do that. Keep your hands up. Then I will call you and then we will proceed. We've already had 2 sessions, very lively, 8:30 to 10:30 for group 3 main city campus. It was wonderful. Then we just did our 10:30 to 12:30 with main campus, another wonderful time. Now we have our second group for city campus. We are expecting a very good time together. Any questions? I don't see any hand up. So if there is no hand up, then we are good. When we meet again, if you have a question, go ahead and ask. Keep your hand up like this. Brenda, do you have a question, Brenda? Oseganza. Kelvin Kwanzaa, go ahead. Your hand is up. Kelvin Kwanzaa, please ask your question.
Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. I prefer Doc. Dr. Miles is fine. Okay, go ahead.
Please, I want you to explain how to detect equivocation into details.
Very good question, and thank you for that. It means you are listening to the content. But equivocation is unit 2. Okay. And whilst I appreciate your effort at reading ahead, you can send me a personal note on that. But for the setting, we will do a unit at a time to help those who don't have an equal pace like us. Okay. So I can help you clarify so that you move ahead because you are reading. But are you all covered for unit 1 or topic 1?
Hello, please come again.
I was asking if you're topic 1, you are fine with the topic 1.
Yes, I'm fine with the topic 1.
Okay, that's fine. So let's talk equivocation of the lecture 1 discussion, okay? So that you can proceed. But then when we meet, God willing, for the next session, hopefully next week, we will do both units 2 and 3. Then we can engage them for everybody's benefit, okay? There are people, when you put everything together like this, now I be Ante, you need to be plenty. Do you understand? Okay. Any other question? Please, if you have a question, keep your hand up. Otherwise, we have ended. Then we will meet for the next. Yes, Reginald, go ahead.
Yeah, Doc.
Go ahead, Reginald. You have a question?
Yeah, mine is not a question, but I'm actually thanking you on how you presented your.
Oh, thank you too. God bless you, eh? You get to twins. You do fine, or if you just go the way we are going, eh? I believe we are going.
Yeah.
You make your videos, you get your content, so that the stress on you will come down. At least for this one, have your videos there. Until what they say, 10 to 12 p.m. every evening is for your critical thinking lectures. Your own pace. You take it, you play it again, you play it again. If you don't get it, you get the course outline. Look at it. What are they trying to say here? Check it against your textbook, borrowed textbook, or shared textbook, or bought. You can buy it from the Department of Philosophy and Classes or somewhere. You know, you pass it, and that is it. You're not coming back to it. It is done only once if you pass it. But if you don't pass there, God forbid, then you will be coming again and again every day, critical thinking, but you can easily pass straight forward. So you will do fine. I don't see any other hand. You see that we are doing well. So just keep studying. Take notes. Declaratives have other names. Imperatives have other names. An expression like, could you pass me the checkbook, please? Could you pass me the checkbook, please? How would you label such an expression? Christopher, are you answering my question or you have your own question? Just unmute your microphone and talk. If it's your question, ask. I can put mine on hold. If you are answering, to go ahead. Could you pass me the checkbook, please? Where would you place that?
No, madam.
Yes, please.
No, dog. I would like to answer. Hello. Hello, dog. Yeah.
Hello. I'm sorry, I had to pick a prof's call. Go ahead. Go ahead. Is it a question? Is it a question? Brenda, are you asking a question?
Madam,
no. Okay. Someone was speaking earlier. Kelvin Kwanzaa, please go ahead.
It was Christopher.
Christopher. Hey, Christopher, don't beat me up, eh? It was a prof. It has to do with timetable, so I had to respond promptly. So apologies, I won't do that again. Christopher, what was your question? Okay, let's take Kelvin. Kelvin, go ahead.
Okay, madam. I wanted to answer your question.
So I said, could you pass me the checkbook, please?
Okay,
How?
it will
What? It is what?
It will be grouped under imperative.
Excellent. Why?
Because imperatives talks about command, request, and directive. So it is a request.
So the person is asking you to do. It's asking, but it's asking to do, not to give information. If the person is asking you to do, then it is imperative. Very good. Well read. I wish I could say +1. Any other? Do you have any query? So which type of declarative is this? She is wearing a beautiful dress. She's wearing a beautiful dress. What type of declarative is that? Keep your hand up. Yes, Reginald. Those who don't know how to keep your hands up, you will go to, depending on your gadget, find where the menu is, select it. You see that there is a hand that is pointing up, like how Reginald's hand is up. If you click on it, your hand will go up, then I'll see it. Okay. Reginald, go ahead. She's wearing a beautiful type of declaration.
It's a value judgment.
The value judgment. Very good. Hey, people, you have to learn that, you know. What the Baba? So does it have a truth value? Does this expression have a truth value, and why? Someone else. Well done, Reginald. She's wearing a beautiful dress. Does that have a truth value, and why? Oh, nobody.
Madam.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Christopher. Christopher, go ahead.
Yes, madam. I think the statement just made is. Hello. Can you hear me, dog?
I can hear you, Christopher.
Yeah, it's imperative.
Which one is this?
The one you asked. Can you please pass me there? My network was not helping me, so I didn't get that.
Okay. It's
and
correct.
I will also,
It's
I
correct.
also like to.
It's imperative, and your colleague also said same. So that's correct,
Okay.
because it's telling you to do, except that instead of telling it directly, it asked it. But the intention is for the hearer to do, to perform an action. So it's an imperative.
All right,
Now you wanted
please,
to ask your own question, then we'll go back to what
yes,
I
please.
asked.
The declarative.
Yes.
We have 3 types. You have the factual statement, the value judgment, and definition.
Yes.
I would like you to elaborate on them, please.
Elaborate on which one? Because I've elaborated on all of them in my recording. I'm just trying to avoid repetitions, because this will also be recorded, so you don't have too much work to do. So which exactly should I elaborate on?
The value judgment.
Okay, so we just gave an example that one of your colleagues said is a value judgment just before you returned. I said she's wearing a beautiful dress. Then I asked which type of declarative is that? And your friend said it is a value judgment. I was going to develop that. So since you've asked, now she's wearing a beautiful dress is giving us information. It's an expression that is giving information. That's what makes it a declarative. It is saying something, it is stating, so it's a statement. What it is stating could be true or false. So every declarative, whether value judgment, definition, or factual statement, can be either true or false. That is why it is a statement. Okay. But how you determine the truth or falsity of that statement varies. So if I said she is wearing, or she's sitting on a table, for example, let me say that she's sitting on a table. We can ascertain the truth or falsity by observation. When we look, you will know whether what she's sitting on is a table, or it is a mat, or it is a chair rather, or on the fridge. By observation. I cannot have my own definition of what a table is. Then it will be a different type of definition. We'll get there. So if we look, we all know, the users of a language know what a table is. So if we look and the person is sitting on a chair, we'll say, oh, that is not true. She is sitting on a chair, not a table. If we look and she's actually sitting on a table, we'll say, oh, that is true. So how do we know whether it is true or false that she's sitting on the table? By observation. Does it depend on what we think of the person, our viewpoint? We may like or dislike the person. It doesn't matter when we are discussing or determining whether she's sitting on a table or not. Okay, so it's not my cultural perspective that I'm imputing to what I see. It's not my religious perspective. It's not my viewpoint. It is an objective matter. It's about what we are observing, not what we think of what we are observing. So that type of declarative, which has objective truth, it doesn't depend on the subject. And all of us observing can ascertain truth or falsity. It's what we call a factual statement. It's a description of what is there, devoid of our viewpoint, our personal perspectives, and our religious, cultural, moral persuasions. How do you know that there is no value term in it? She is sitting on a table. That can be true or false, factually speaking. So if it is true that she's actually sitting on a table, then our observation is factually true. But if she isn't sitting on a table, then it is what? Factually false. But it is still a matter of factual observation. That's what makes it a factual statement. But if I say she is sitting on a beautiful table, it is no longer a factual statement, because when I look outside, I don't see beautiful, I see table. Beautiful is my interpretation of what I'm seeing. It is not there. It is in how I am seeing it. That's how come some brothers will be, some sisters will be dying over a certain sister because they see her to be so beautiful. But you and I may think that, but this sister is not wonderfully made. She's fearfully made. But the brother sees beautiful. You see, because it is how the person sees it. Look at this borrowed hair. Someone thinks this is beautiful. Another person thinks beautiful is natural. Cut it. With some big earrings. Tone the skin black. Yeah, that's beauty. Who is right and who is wrong? It is how the person sees it. It's a subjective viewpoint, not feelings per se, but a subjective point of view. And these can be influenced by your culture, your religion. Look at this earring I'm wearing. I've said that in all our sessions today. So let me say it to you also. If you are an Adventist, this earring, wearing it is wrong. Period. So I will use wrong. When I say it is wrong to wear earrings, I'm speaking a value judgment. It's influenced by my viewpoint about wearing earrings. How do you know that I use the word wrong? If I use right, you shouldn't talk back at your supervisor. I just gave you a value judgment. You see, it is wrong to. That's what I have just said. So when we have such abortion is evil, then what we are doing is prescribing. We are no longer describing. We are making campus together. Go ahead, write your name. We are no longer describing, we are now prescribing what should be the case. How do you know that I've introduced a value term like good, bad, beautiful, ugly, wrong, corrupt, impolite? It may be positive or negative, but they are value terms. When I do that, I reduce that declarative statement to what? A value judgment. It is still declarative because it has a truth value, it can be true or false. That was my question. So it is a declarative. Another name for declarative is what? Statement, proposition, assertion. Okay, it is. But which type? The one that has a subjective viewpoint depends on who is speaking. John Mahama's government, ex-president John Mahama's government was the most corrupt government Ghana has ever had. True or false? You will see. In the initial one, I said, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government is the most corrupt government Ghana has ever had. True or false? You will see. It depends. on where you belong in the political, arena. True, false, false, true. Hey, because the word corrupt is not out there. It's in the scene. It's in the eye of the perceiver. Just like beauty, just like good. That guy that is so good. I mean, this guy is so good, man. My sister, I'm so lucky. I have the best guy. Why are they move? Well done. Ask the lady that he left yesterday whether he will say that guy is the best. Because best is the superlative for good, better, best. Huh? Somebody say, wait. So it means the word good has a subjective interpretation. That is why when you introduce it into a term, the statement becomes no longer factual. It's not a matter of objective truth. It is now subjective point of view. Then the third one is what? Definitions, meaning. Do you know why someone said that Madame Camille, she's so impolite? You see, the security or the madam is saying that security man at the bank or there, he's so impolite. There is an information she has given you. But if you go and check, maybe it's because she used her phone at the banking hall. And the security man said, please, can you walk out and do the right thing? So the fact that he said he is impolite doesn't mean she's necessarily reporting something that is objectively true out there. Okay? It might be her view of the person. So impolite is not an objective thing out there. Now I know what the tendency is for someone to say, then everything is really a point of view. But after all, we all see it different. But God, when you see traffic light and it shows red, say that all these things, after all, Dr. Miles says, these are all value judgments. So the traffic light shows red. You are driving, see red. You say, me, I think I've seen green. So I'm driving on. Drive on, sister. Tiaso. You will become obituary before your time. God forbid. The reason is, thank you very much, Fidelia.
Amen.
The reason is you cannot have your own meanings to concepts that have objective truth. We use language. That is why the third type comes in, the third type of definition. Meanings. They give you the meaning of a word. They show you the meaning of the word. So when I say a bachelor is an unmarried adult male, please keep the hand up. I've seen it. I'll call you in a minute. Just keep it up so I don't forget. Okay. When I say a bachelor is an unmarried adult male, I just gave you the definition of bachelor. It is also declarative because I'm giving you information. Your patience, okay? I'm giving you information, but this information is not a description of what is there. That would have been a factual. It's not a prescription of what should be there. That would have been a value judgment. Here, I'm giving you a meaning of how to use that word. Okay, very good. So one last distinction, example to give you the distinction, and then I can take the next question. My friend whose hand was up, please keep it up. So if I say a bachelor is an unmarried adult male, I have given you a definition of bachelor. The definition could be correct or wrong. So this one is a correct one. So it is a declarative that is true, the definition, and it is a true one. But if I had said a bachelor is a married adult male, that would have been what? A definition, all right, but a false one. Either way, it can be true or false. So that is why it is a declarative. Okay. 2 is definition. If I, excuse me, 2 is factual statement. If I say a bachelor is sitting under the tree, I haven't defined bachelor. I am actually using the word bachelor. I'm describing something about the state of the affairs out there, okay, in the world. So if I say a bachelor is sitting under the tree, that can be true or false, objectively speaking. When we observe, we can tell whether that is true or false. The person sitting under the tree may have a wife and even children, plenty, like myself. Okay. Or the person may even be sitting under the canopy, under an umbrella, not under a tree. So it could be factually true, what I have said, that a bachelor is sitting under the tree, could be factually true, objectively true, or factually false, depending on what is happening out there in the world. That's factual statement. Value judgment is also a declarative, a statement, but like I've said, it has a subjective viewpoint. You see that? So whether definitions, factual statements, or value judgment, each one of them have the capacity to be either true or false. Each one of them each one of them has the capacity to be either true or false. That's what we mean when we say declaratives have a truth value. Okay, so whether value judgment, factual statements, or definition, they all have what? A truth value. They are able to be true or false. Right. But they vary in how we determine their truth or falsity. Now you will realize then that apart from declaratives, like I said in the lecture, apart from declaratives, all the others, imperative, interrogative, motive expression, sentence fragments, all of them do not have a truth value. Hey, come here, they don't have a truth value. That means they don't bear truth. They can't be either true or false. They don't have the capacity to be true or false. If I say Ajay, I'm falling on the staircase, I say Ajay, should we say true? No. If you say, how old are you, Doc? Should I say true? Let there be light. No. When I say let there be light, you act. I'm asking you to do some soja, sohine, let there be light. It is imperative. When I say what a goal, I'm giving a commentary, I say what a goal. It's an exclamation. It will capture my emotions. It is not a matter of true or false. But when I say we have a new Speaker of Parliament, that is a factual statement. There's no value term in it. And it is not expressing an opinion either. So it's a factual statement. And in our case, that would be a factually true statement. But if I say the current Speaker of Parliament is Dr. Nancy Miles Barford, well, that is a factual statement, but it is factually false. So be careful how you have used the word factual out there. I think critical thinking. When we say it is factual, it doesn't mean it is the truth. It only means it has objective truth value. So if we want to establish its truth or falsity, we can all use our five senses to ascertain that it has nothing to do with how I feel or what you feel, etc. So back to that example I gave with our past and current president. When I said, depending on where you stand, if I said the previous president, John Mahama's government is the most corrupt government Ghana has ever had. I said it will depend on which part of the political arena to either respond true or false. If you're a typical NDC person, you say false. So if that person is on your panel, you can't expect him to say true, we're the most corrupt government. Who said so? Unless the person is embittered. But if you are the opposite party, you will say true. Just like I gave the scenario with the guy, okay? However, see, if I say John Mahama, of our ex-president, is taller than our current president, Nana Addo Showman. If I say as ex-president, currently the ex-president, the most immediate ex-president, John Mahama, is taller than our current president, Nana Addo true or false? Will it matter whether you are MPP or NDC, Christian or Muslim, Ghanaian or non-Ghanaian? Taller than is not a matter of subjective viewpoint. It is objective out there. In this scenario, we will all say, oh, true. Or if I said it another way, that JM is shorter than Nanado, we will all say false, regardless of our party affiliation. Why? Because the matter is an objective one, not a subjective one. So if it is a subjective viewpoint-oriented discussion or statement, I should say, then we call it a value judgment. And I think that that question the gentleman asked really elicited a whole lecture from me to give you an elaboration. Let's take another question if there is any. There were 2 hands up I saw. I don't know if their confusion is clarified. If not, then keep your hand up so that I call you. Oh, there are chats. Keep your hand up, please. If you have a question, I'll take them shortly. So I saw Fidelia and I saw Patience. Thank you very much. And these are the 2 feedbacks so far. Okay, if there is no other, how about the distinction between statement and sentence? And how you can convert, say, an imperative into a declarative. If I say, stand up, or Kofi, no, let's make it straight. Stand up. Stand up, we all know is an imperative. It's asking you to do, it's telling you to do something. Stand up. If I wanted you to rewrite it, so I introduce some words, but rewrite this so that it will sound as a declarative, what would you do? How would you capture it? Stand up. Keep your hand up if you have an answer. We are changing that imperative into a declarative. Nobody? Oh, Njaisa. Or you are Dadabi son. Me, I'm a chief Dadabi. How good do I? Life. I'm listening, please. Stand up. It's lunchtime, a interactive session. So no, don't be too French on yourself. Relax. You learn better that way. Please go and get yourself subscribed and get the details. We are done with unit 1. Okay, so if I gave you stand up and I say, let it read, do something about this expression so that it reads as a declarative. You could say, Kofi is the one who stood up, or Kofi is standing up. Amma will stand up. All of these are giving information. Okay, so it becomes a declarative. You notice too that when I say you should not talk back at your supervisor, even though it is a value judgment, you see that it is also like an instruction or like a directive or an advice. So as you engage your unit 1, look at the overlaps. Look at how some expressions seem to be one thing, and yet you can see that it could also be the other. That is what we are here to help you see as critical minds. Okay. If I said, we have seen the explicit meaning of imperatives that are presented as a question. Could you keep quiet, please? The lecturer is. Could you keep quiet? I want to listen to the lecture. Could you shut up? Could you pass me the keys? It will come with a question mark. So explicitly, it is a question. But are you sure I really just want to know whether you could pass keys? So I'm asking for information. No, I'm telling you to pass me the keys. Could you pass me the keys? Could you pass me your pen? Could you direct me to the HOD's office? So on the surface of it, explicitly, it has a question mark. So you will say explicitly question. But implicitly, hidden, implied, it is telling you to do, but in a polite way. Therefore, what? Therefore, when you are giving such an expression, the critical thinker, you are not just reading the English of it, you are reading the logic of it, the critical thought behind it. That's why the unit 1 is what? Thought as object of scrutiny. We are scrutinizing our thought. How? Captured into language. So when you hear that, the implicit meaning is what? An imperative, not an interrogative. Even though on the surface of it, it presents itself, the expression presents itself as what? An interrogative. It is not a genuine interrogative. It's not a genuine question. It is a fake question. It's actually an imperative. The same way, an expression like most Ghanaians disapprove of abortion. Most Ghanaians disapprove of abortion, for example. That expression could be both a value judgment and a factual statement at once. So if you are reading that unit, you will see all those there. Why? Because if I say most Ghanaians, it's as if it's something you can count to ascertain the truth or falsity. If Ghanaians are 40 million after our census, if we are 40 million, and your count showed that 38 million people said no to abortion, then it is something you can factually, objectively ascertain the truth or falsity. Because I said most Ghanaians. Yet, in that same expression, I'm using disapprove. And disapproval is not something that is out there. It is in how we see it, an interpretation we give to something. So that one expression could be both value judgment and factual statement. Hey, so Doc, when they ask us, how will we know? Depends on what you are asked. I could ask you, the expression below could be A, value judgment only. B, both value judgment and factual. C, factual statement only. D, none of the above. Then Alichon people will choose factual only. Some will choose value only. You should know that it contains the value term, even though it is presenting itself as if it is just a matter of fact. So you balance it. You balance it so that we are safe. Okay, so keep practicing. Know those that are clearly factual, those that are clearly value judgment, and then those that may be both factual or value because of how they are presented. Okay, which other one? So I was saying that you should not talk back at your supervisor. You will notice that that could also be an imperative, even though it is expressing a value judgment. At the end of your UGRC 150 textbook, text, I want to show them. You see the summary. You see that there is a summary note there telling you at the end of this your book, unit 1, the summary will tell you how there are overlaps. So you will see some points over there for unit 1. It says some factual statements could be so and so, some value judgment could be so and so, that kind of thing. You see it there. This is what I'm referring to, the unit summary. It's your responsibility to go and engage that. A statement can express both a fact and a definition at the same time. A statement can express a fact explicitly and also a value judgment implicitly at the same time. A statement can express a value judgment and an imperative at the same time. This is what I'm referring to. If you don't know value judgment, you haven't engaged the lecture, textbook, you haven't seen it, course outline, you don't know what is called course outline. Sakai is some man be at the junction there. You come and look for Sakai. If that is your posture, then all I've said didn't help you. But if you have made an effort, you have engaged your content, the video lecture proper, you have augmented it with your effort at this book, which is so. This is my own copy. Okay. Then you are being guided by a course outline. You are looking out for the exercises and practicing. If you have a question, you have 24/7 access to your lecture proper, your lecturer, not your colleagues. Then you still have your TAs too. They are very accessible. Madam Agnes Affle, she's online. I can see her. She doesn't need to come and study anything, but she's here because she wants to be accessible to you. Then your course rep, which will settle on shortly. You have a WhatsApp platform where you can feel a sense of community with your colleagues. What else? I wish when I was in the 400, I had all these benefits. Go get an A. That is what is important. And stop complaining. Okay? So I'm waiting for your questions. If there isn't any, Miss Affle will communicate her tutorial time to you, where you can engage the questions together. She'll just guide you. Much of the work must be on you, really, because we have done everything for you. So she will post it on your platform. Those who come and mess up on the platform, I don't want to include that in our valuable video. It will be too long. But I will look out for you. I'll deal with you. Talking to those who do that, not the whole class. So is there any other question? Still on unit 1, special. None, you see that. So let's take our class reps and then go and subscribe. Kelvin, Kwanzaa, go ahead, sir.
No,
Yes.
please, in our slides, you talked about there are 2 forms of value judgment. That is moral value judgment and non-moral value judgment. I want you to explain it.
How did you understand it? Because I touched on it in the video. I said the same thing to our previous class before this one. Yeah. How did you understand what I said over there? Normally, you see that we will say, okay, go ahead.
Okay. I understood that the moral value judgment is talking about maybe something that is not good, maybe something that the society does not approve of. But the non-moral value judgment, as for that one, I don't understand.
Okay, so let me help you. Good attempt. But the thing is, as soon as you codify it and make it what society agrees with and all that, you complicate your life. So let's just say that for the main distinction, you might think of moral value judgment as a value judgment. Yes, the expression is a value judgment, but it makes a prescription. It's speaking in reference to an issue that has moral implication, that makes a statement of right and wrong, that has moral implication. That's why we say it's a moral value judgment. Okay. In other words, what I've said is a tautology, so I have to explain. In other words, you are prescribing on the rightness or wrongness of human action, but not all human action, the ones that have moral implications. And because the notion of morality is self-contentious, it's not always straightforward to determine which one is the moral issue and which one is not. But think about it. If I say my phone has a good screen, my phone has a good screen, that expression is a declarative. I hope we can all see why. It can be true or false. So it's a declarative, it's a statement, it's an assertion, it's a proposition. My phone has a good screen. So that is a declarative. Which type of declarative is that? We can all see that. Please unmute your mic and respond. All of you can do that. Then we mute it again. Which type of declarative is my phone has a good screen? Hey, I'm waiting. Give me a chorus answer. Don't worry. My phone has a
Value judgment.
It's a
Value judgment.
Very good. Oh, okay. So you know database. Mute everything again.
That one, no.
Yes, it's a value judgment because of the introduction of good. My phone has a good screen. So this is a value judgment. Now, our friend's question, Kelvin's question is, which type of value judgment is this? We are talking about a phone. It has a good screen. This doesn't have any direct implication on human. This is not a moral issue. The phone having a good screen is not a question of morality, right and wrong, good and bad, having implications on human life. Not at all. You see, so my phone has a good screen. It's a value judgment, but it is not moral. It's not based on morality. It's not discussing a moral issue per se. The issue about the phone having a good screen is not a moral issue. That is why we say it's a value judgment, yes, but a non-moral one. But if I say my wife has a good conscience, and that is also a value judgment, and it is a moral one. The examples I gave on the screen, let me put Bukom Banku there, my friend from a distance. So Bukom Banku is a good boxer. We know that is a value judgment. If you like, ask Ayi the powers, whether you say it's true. So that is a value judgment. It depends on who is speaking for each truth. Is it a moral issue? Being a good boxer, does it have any implications on the rightness? Is it a moral discussion? No. So it is still a non-moral value judgment. If I say he is a good boxer, but if I say abortion is evil, now that is also a value judgment. And it is a moral one, making a prescription, or I'm stating a value about a moral issue. So it is determining what is moral and what is non-moral. That is an issue. And I'm a philosopher, in philosophy. So I don't want to hazard any fake definition of what is moral and what is non-moral. But the generally accepted ones, human life, murder, incest. If I say it is wrong to engage in incest, that is a value judgment, and it is a moral one. Incest means a blood-related person sleeping with their own blood-related person. Others may not think it is wrong. So we are now discussing morality. Okay, that is why that value judgment becomes a moral. Kelvin, did it help a little?
Yes, Doc.
Thank you very much. You are well read. Go ahead, eh? If you do like that there, you are one of my A students. Okay. At least I will decide up to your continuous assessment today. You go and do a good showing at the final exams. May I take any other questions? If not, if you want to be the class rep for this group, could you shoot up your hand? The rep, hey, I'm on for today. They are just waiting. You want to rep Adekum Bright. Hey, my husband is called Bright. Sandra Hayford, so I have two hands lifted up. So I'll take Adekum.
Hello, madam.
And then Sandra. Yeah, it is their hand.
No, madam.
Yes, Brian.
Adekum Bright wanted to ask a question, please.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sir Brian.
So, madam, I want to find out whether this group 4.
You want to you want to find out whether this is what?
Group 4. Because I'm confused. I don't know
Of course,
why.
it's group 4.
You see, your friends are laughing at me. I'm recording it. I would have said something so that we all laugh about it. You want to know?
Okay, yeah, bro.
Right.
Madam, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
I don't better also what it.
Amen.
Madam, we were told. Looking at we don't have lectures today. That is why I mean.
No problem. You are reading the wrong thing. So I have sent a communication on that several times on all the various platforms. What the city campus authorities posted was a reference to previous year's calendar. So there are names on that calendar. When I say calendar, timetable, there are names there that the lecturers are not even currently helping to teach this course. So how will you be able to, those who signed for those groups, how would they be taught? That's a simple answer. So we have told them to pull it down, okay? And then the bit, and so you should go to your course site on Sakai, and then let's look at the time schedule that your specific instructor has given, okay? Don't talk here, please, I'm recording. So that you can now assess the direct time that the lecturer is giving. For City Campus, I know that each of us, the instructors, they at least has 2 groups. I have 2 groups, group 3 and group 4. My group 3 meets Mondays, 8:30 to 10:30. My group 4 will do 12:30 to 2:30 for the lecture for the week. Then what we do here is just an interactive session. If you can't join your own assigned group 4 online, you can join my discussion for group 3. But then your assessment scheduling, you should go to your course site and make sure you're meeting that deadline for that group. Okay, that's 1. 2, all the lectures are delivered as videos. So if you go to the channel, my YouTube channel, you have all the videos for UGRC 150 there. If you do my other courses, you'll also be there. Then you can be studying that content alongside your UGRC, guided by the course outline given to us by the coordinator. You should do fine. So if you still have questions, then send them to me. My email, my WhatsApp, everything. All those details are on the slides, on Sakai, on WhatsApp. I'll do my best to respond to them promptly.
Oh, okay, thank you very much.
So that's how we proceed. You do fine, Brad. You're welcome, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So is that your husband's name is Bright, right?
Sorry, sir.
Oh,
Is it your husband's name is Bright, right?
Hey, my
Huh?
wife.
Can you represent?
Yes.
Representing.
Yes.
okay. So
Who is speaking now? Is it Noella? No, it's Sandra. It's Sandra. Let me take my class reps quickly. Then we will continue. If they are all the hands up.
Sandra Hayford and the other guy. But he said Sandra Hayford and then Bright, the one guy who just left.
But Bright says he was going to ask a question. He cried because of his name. I don't want trouble. So Sandra, give me a full WhatsApp contact, which is also on call, so your colleagues can hear you.
Madam, I'm Bright for you.
Sandra, go ahead. Please, you are not speaking anything relevant.
0571.
0571.
0571.
Yes, ma'am.
76.
Yes, please.
76.
Another
6775, please.
6775. Hey, your number is plenty.
0571.
Yes.
71 76 67 75. Please, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you to Sandra. So I'll contact you by WhatsApp, or you should send me a hi on WhatsApp, and then we will
please.
Make you an admin on the platform so you can attend to your colleagues. Let me take your write your number.
Okay, please.
Mention it for others. 0571 766 775.
76. Yes, please.
Yes, 75. That is Sandra Hayford's contact on the platform. So if you go to your Group 4 platform, the official platform I have created, not some magical one that somebody has created somewhere. I can't answer to any notice placed there. That's why I'm on the WhatsApp platform. It's a nuisance, but I will be there at least to keep you at bay. I gave you your TA's contact, Miss Agnes Apple's contact. You will find it also on Sakai. Those who do not know how to get to the WhatsApp platform, please go to Sakai, read the announcement there, all of them, and copy the link for the WhatsApp and just join straight. Don't run about. Don't go round before you come. Okay. Then you will also find all the other links there. And my details are also there. Now I'll take, right, please lower your hand for me, Baitajiku. Thank you. I want to take Noella Bodomu. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce your name well. If you have a question. Noella, please ask. Yes. Is Noella asking a question? No. Okay. Who is the second person for the rep, class rep? I have for Sandra. I said Bright said he came to ask his question. So I want a gentleman to assist Sandra.
Oh, okay.
The class rep.
Please, please, I wanted to represent the class rep. That's why.
Oh, thank you so much for for availing yourself. Thank you very much, Noella. The gentlemen, all those hands up, are they for class reps? Or question? Okay, so let me.
Class reps.
Hey, I'm gonna make class reps. Julius. Was it Julius who spoke?
Madam.
Okay, so
yes, please.
Aka. There's a Professor Aka in our department here, so I will take Julius Aka. I won't forget your name. Julius, please.
Okay, madam.
I'm not taking to give any undue. There's no advantage. It's work you will do. If for some reason our link is twisting its waist here and there, I could send a notice to TA Agnes. Maybe she's engaging a student, then I'll send it to Julius. Julius, tell the class.
Okay, madam.
Those are the things. I won't even know your ID or something. Why? But it is encouraging to take up leadership responsibility, and that's very important. Okay, so thank you
madam.
for offering to help. Your details, please.
Who is assisting me? Please, what's his name?
Yes, his name is Julius Aka.
Okay.
Yes.
Julius. Okay.
Julius, give us your contact also. And colleagues, students, you will find the two of them as admins on our platform after I finish my session today. Okay, so you will find my contact. You will find Miss Apple's contact as an admin on the platform, the official WhatsApp platform, and you'll find your class rep. You can directly come to me anytime. I don't want a class rep coming to tell me, Doc, please. One of my colleagues said I should ask you whether you will accept her assessment. I don't do mediators. I'm a charismatic person. I believe in direct access to the throne room of grace. I go to God straight by grace. Nobody should become a betweener. But you can ask, maybe someone is struggling to get in, and that's what we can do. But not that you will be the one. No, I don't believe that. If you can, Mama Aloy, I'll give you touch. Let them come. If the person says, oh, go and ask Madam. Oh, I talk to the TA. This one, she'll be able to explain it to you.
Get in touch yourself.
So I'll go for hospital checkup. Oh, tell her, send her a message. Oh, I don't have a number. You two don't have it. Go to the course house. You know, something like that. Not that, oh, don't worry. Everybody rest. I will take care of it. Don't. You come, I'll give you coach. You have told one direct access. Julius, give me your contact, please.
Please, 0549.
Yes, please.
50.
Yes, please.
7274.
Very good. I got it. So I'm sure that Miss Apple is also listening in. And then if there is any arrangement to get your tutorials ongoing, I think she can rely on your resource. Very good. Julius, thank you. You can put your hand down now. Now, Queensta's hand is up. Queensta, I know I like your name. I like all the names so far ahead. Please ask me your question if you have any. Queensta. Queensta, go ahead with your question, please. Oh, if Queensta cannot hear us, let's take a question from Ofe David. Then I'll come to Prince Aqua. Queensta. Okay, Queensta, go ahead now. Queensta, go ahead, please. Your line is quite faint. If you are struggling to get across, you can send in a chat or send me a personal message, and then I'll respond to you, okay? Use my WhatsApp number. Let me take Ofe. Okay, there are some posts in the chat room, so I'll follow that for you. Ofe David, come
Madam,
go ahead.
Madam, please, I wanted to become the class rep.
You wanted to be the class rep?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. We have 2 now, so I think we should manage with that so that the communication flow will not be all over the place. Okay. Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you too. Prince Aqua, say, go ahead.
Madam, please. Madam.
Madam.
Hello.
I don't like Madam. I don't like Madam. Okay. So we all over. The Madam said, and Madam said, maybe I have not said anything to them. The Madam said, this cause if you talk, then I know I'm the one you said I said it. I can tell you. You know, some people send me a message and say, hi, sweetie. What's up? I see that you are making a lot of contribution on the platform. Can we be friends? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Then those who also know that you are the lecturer, they say, Mommy, please, I'm not mommy yet for our academic work. I respect the affection, I like it, but for academic work, can we kindly give it talk? Okay, try as much as possible. My dog, okay, go ahead, my dear friend.
I'm asking, where can I get the textbook?
I think you can get some.
The UGRC.
Yeah. Now I want to be careful, but I think that last time I spoke with the coordinator, he said we will get some at the philosophy session, philosophy and classics department. But the one at philosophy, our building at philosophy around the post office, opposite Legon Hall, Main Hall, on the stretch towards registry. After the post office, the next building is philosophy and classics department. You should get it here. we will go and take it from the office there and put it here so it's accessible to you. But you could also get it from the School of Arts office at JQB. I showed you a copy of it. This is it. Okay. Or you could contact, I don't want to give Miss Agnes that headache, but you could contact her to help you procure one. She will help you. She will not buy it for you and she will not bring it to you, but she will show you how to get it. Okay. Let me issue that disclaimer before you go and disturb somebody's daughter. Okay, you. Then that was Prince. Those who do not have any issue now, could you kindly lower your hand so I'll see the others, please, respectfully. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Richard, go ahead. Richard, please go ahead with your question. Richard, go ahead with your question. Oh, Richard, do you have a question?
No, madam, please, I think it's a mistake.
Okay, that's fine. Just lower your hand for me. Then I still see David Ofe Kwabna's hand up. If you could kindly lower it. But if you have a question, then let's go ahead. Then bring up your question. Yo, thank you, patient. Oh, please, my question is about the timetable. I think I've addressed the timetable. Please, my network here isn't helping me in this discussion. No problem, it's recorded. You can access the content later. And then if you still have questions, you ask me directly or you contact your TA.
I'm tired.
So, please, so should every metaphorical statement, you say what? So please, so should every metaphoric statement is a metaphor? I don't understand your question, but I suspect you're asking something about metaphors. And I'm saying that when you use metaphorical statement or a metaphor, it is not meant to be understood literally. Anyone who interprets a metaphor literally misses the mark, misses the point. It is meant to be a way of speaking. You see, metaphors are just the way we speak to be able to disguise what we are saying. We don't want it to be too direct. So if I say, my roommate is a pig, I'm not saying necessarily. It may be that I mean it literally, but I could be saying, if I'm speaking that as a metaphor, I could be saying my roommate snores, or my roommate is putting on, like I said in the lecture, okay, and all that. So metaphors are not meant to be interpreted literally, my dear friend. Okay. You are supposed to know that it is intentionally shrouded in, if you like, secrecy. Okay. Christopher, ask your question.
Yeah, please, Doc. What's the difference between fragment and phrase?
So a phrase, depending on how it is presented, if it is a phrase, it means it is incomplete, right? So it is a fragment. So phrases will ultimately be fragments. But a phrase is not necessarily a clause, okay? And depending on how the phrase is put, if it is a phrase but it has some exclamation somewhere, then you know how to put it there. So I don't like putting general things in a sentence. Just understand, if it's an incomplete sentence, then it is a sentence fragment. If it is complete, but you are exclaiming it, an exclamation or an emotive expression, okay? If it is asking a question, obviously it's an interrogative or a question, and so on and so forth.
All right, thank you.
Welcome, sir. I'm still waiting. People want me to do a lecture. If I do that, I've told you, we have about 3 recordings for just one topic or 4 recordings. How will you study all? alongside all the other things you are doing. So the lecture first delivered to you, then this is just question and answer. So we pick and clarify and throw more light and give illustration. And it's an addition to your textbook, your course, excuse me, slides, the videos, etc. That's how you learn. Otherwise, there will be a repetition of the same thing in this interaction, on the slides, in the book, in the video, one person for just one topic. We are going to do the next discussion. It will merge some unit 1 and unit 3 together, unit 2 and unit 3 together. Quite heavy content. So you have to have a posture which listens to the lecture, studies it, engages it before the interactive session. That's how it should be. Not that you come and do the interactive session before you go and read. You won't benefit. It will help you, accumulation of grades. Okay. I don't see any other hand. That means we are good to go. Or I'll wait for a minute or two to see if people still have something bothering them for clarity on lecture 1. You should have subscribed to the channel by now. When I finish our discussions, I'll repost the channel link on our official WhatsApp platform. It's already on Sakai, but I'll repost it. For those who still have maybe Sakai issues, I just resolved one. Help someone go and check it because the person doesn't have this semester's courses on his site. Doesn't have school fees issues. So it's a technical thing. It doesn't see it on Sakai at all. How will he be able to access all the content? So there are some like that. That's why I give the link. Once you are sorting all of those things, I'll go to the channel and access the content Nankasa and be studying it whilst you correct the pedagogical issues. Okay. Janet Owusua Boate. Auntie Jane, please could you kindly ask your question or point of clarification?
Dr. Miles, please, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Please, you said the times will meet on Sakai. Please, I can't see the times will meet there.
The schedule says we will hold our live session interactions at 8:30. Excuse me, for this group, this is group 4, between 12:30 and 2:30 every Monday. The lecture would have been posted already. When I say the times are there, I think that it is a too blanket. Some of you, when you sent me, I said, come for the first section. Let me clarify some things to you first, because the lecture is not, this is not the lecture. So if people are asking for the times they will meet, then it means in their mind, this will be the lecture. This will be where they are coming to hear something. And that posture will make you lose out. So the lecture is delivered. You don't need to meet me for a lecture on any topic in this course specifically. But our interactive sessions will be at this time every Monday. If it clashes, then you contact me. You can join my other groups because I'll be engaging all the 3 different groups on the same themes. But the question and answer sessions for all of them will be uploaded on the YouTube channel. You pick what you feel is relevant for you. You can access all the question and answer sessions for all my various groups, main and city campuses. There is no restriction to that. That's one benefit of being on the channel. Then, if you still have questions, even after that, you have direct access to me, your TA, and every other relevant person. I'm careful about saying every other relevant, because people have gone through the course, so they can pose as TAs or supposed learned when you be giving you wrong information. And when they ask you to distinguish moral from non-moral value judgment, then the person says moral, it starts with a capital letter. That value judgment starts with a capital letter. But non-moral doesn't start with a capital
letter. Okay. So please, and I want to ask if it's only Mondays that we'll be meeting for discussion.
If I meet you more than Monday, I have gone beyond the credit hours that you should do in a week, because your lecture takes up more than even the first session you should have. Then the interactive session takes the second one.
Okay.
Your lectures are are accessible to you 24 hours. It is like I'm doing the lecture 24 hours non-stop. I record it, then I upload it, then I still come and engage you like this. So it is once a week for that one. But if you count it, it counts for more than 2 or 3 class. That's the rationale behind all UGRCs being done online, so that it doesn't disturb or obstruct your regular departmental course, because this is a University of Ghana required course that you are adding. It's a complementary course. It is not your substantive course. So you may be doing pharmacy or engineering or performing art or religion, philosophy in class econs. For the econs or that philosophy and class, you do it the whole 4 years that you are here. You pick and choose within those courses. But UGRC 150, UGRC 110, academic writing, critical thinking, all those ones, they are required by the university as an accompaniment. So we can't let it get mixed up with all the other, if you like, core issues that you are dealing with as a student. That is why it is packaged this way. It's online. You pick it, you study. If you have engagement, questions to engage, each one of you would be coming to the lecturer 1111. The lecturer will engage all of you. But we still have a setting, a live session like this, which that one is not just one person asking. All of those who are able to be present come and bring their questions. That is the rationale behind it. So you don't lose out at all. In fact, it's a lecture that's okay, but we are okay. Modular. So we'll deal with it. Okay. Is there any other question? Okay, so if there is no question, Agnes, please, is there an addition, something you want to add? I think that you are still around, so if there's something you want to say briefly, just so your student will hear your voice. Miss Agnes, let's hear you. You are okay, eh? Didn't you talk? So your reception is not too good. So in the course of the week, that was your TA, Agnes. She's on the screen now. So you see her. She has a red. Don't mind me, eh? So that's Agnes. Agnes will get in touch with you. I want you to address my TAs as Miss Agnes. I've said that already. I want to repeat it because students have the tendency of going left, right, and hey, Aggie. So when are you going to do our unit 2 with us, Aggie? Chill. I'm in trouble. I think we are so done.
Okay.
Yeah, we are so done. I don't see any question. Yes, please.
Yes, I'm okay.
I think we are okay.
Yes.
I want to know the exact day and time. Please go to Sakai. I've said all of that again. Okay, kindly go to Sakai and engage the announcement there. What's the other one? Can you say be on your feet? Be on your feet means get up, literally. It's original. It is a figurative expression, I think. A figure of speech. It's not a literal way of speaking. Maybe it's and be on your feet. Sorry. Okay. Some may even use it to mean rise up, take charge of your life or something like that. But it is not a bad expression. This question, thank you for the question. But if you Google it, if you just go to your Google browser and just put be on your feet, you get so much. That is university education, not just the philosophy or the cons or the cycle. But you have to research, keep searching for information. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we should end here. We are all tired, but we have covered the unit in terms of question and answers. When we meet, God willing, next week, we will engage unit 2 and some part of unit 3. I would have uploaded that also as a video on the channel. In the resources, as I speak with you now, you already have slides and videos for unit 2. Yes, you have slides for unit 3. Very extensive, well laid out slide on ambiguity, equivocation with examples and all that. I hope to do all the videos up to unit 5 so that you learn in a compact way. When something is not clear, you look at the next one, it puts it in, so you have a complete thought. And And then now when you bring your questions, we are easy to refer. We can easily refer you to them. Okay. I wish you well. You can do everything if you put your mind to it. I always tell students, you tell yourself that this is just a challenge. It is not an impossibility. Whatever you see to be difficult or time consuming, just see it as a challenge and see an opportunity in every scenario around you. For academic, for home, maybe school fees issues, you have to go and do some part-time job before you come. It's not really something you should think of as, hey, only me, my life. No, you should see it as a challenge. You weather that one, and then there you go. You are wabbing. You are prepared to meet life proper. So don't complain too much. You can ask questions and seek help. But don't make it complaining and hey, this online and we fair and this. If you do that, you will never achieve anything. We will get to know ourselves better with time. These few weeks, you see that there is nothing that cannot be done if you put your mind to it and then you pray too, because I believe in prayer. I wish you well. Have a wonderful week. All the best. We will upload this also on the channel. So look out for the prompt, the link on Sakai, and then the video proper on the YouTube channel. Take care.